have to watch the POG state. I'll reveal it there.
You promised to reveal it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Okay, fine.
Which will be revealed on the POG state. We get more information.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nocturne.
Okay.
I like that bet.
Honestly, I feel like based on how the previous game went, Nocturne would have been so OP. Because we were kind of talking about how it's just C champion, kill champion. It kind of, BDD was playing Nocturne, but it looked like Talia, right?
Yeah.
He was just picking people on repeat. So I think it's a good ban. We do see the Pantheon ban come out again. We did see KT ban Varus on blue side, which I thought was a little bit weird, but I presume they're probably going to ban it on red side. Renekton being taken away from Perfect, a bit of a favor for him.
Although, I don't know, maybe you just give GU Varus and you're like, yeah, we'll just get him, we'll just kill him.
Don't do that.
Because his positioning on Senna was like, yeah, he was kind of just hanging out in mid lane and dying. Jarvan.
Yeah, limiting a lot of these options in the jungle.
Yeah.
Trundle's still available. Poppy's still available in the jungle. But a lot of these AD bruiser junglers have been taken out of the pool. Definitely the prio has dropped down a good amount with all these bans and the factor in Fearless, so it's game 2. Trundle ban going to come through. So Varus left open available.
Let him have it.
Aurora left open available as well. Poppy also open and available with all these jungle bans. I feel like those are the... Poppy and Aurora are the big ones, I would say, that kind of stand out. But yeah, they just give over Varus to GU. Big gambit, I feel like, here from KT. What are they going to get in response?
Well, it seems like they want to figure something out into the Varus first. A lot of discussion here. With him, Lucian's still available. You could go for that. Ziggs!
Oh, my lord.
And it's Ox casting.
Buffed Ziggs? Love to see it.
Ziggs dead. You know what? We used to see this, actually, into really immobile carries. You just go Omega, like, I'm going to throw bombs on you and Zed on you, and you just can't play the game.
Yeah, there's not much you can do if Zed ults you, and, like, he doesn't have to do much damage. You can just, like, E, snap back, hope he hits you with a Q, and then you get ulted on top, and you're in a pretty bad spot. They go for the Yone Sejuani combo, a lot of engaged threat. But again, I feel like Ziggs can play around this, honestly. And they are looking towards the Aurora. Could go mid or top. Is probably going to be mid Aurora, but we don't really know for sure. But would be able to bully out the Yone pretty effectively in the early levels at least. And hard to pin down as a slippery target, so we'll lock that one in.
Yeah.
And now figuring out what we are going to ban. Support still hasn't been picked, and presumably top lane. It could be flexes, but presumably top lane is the option left available for both teams. There's already that Renekton ban that came through before.
I feel like it would be really nice for Perfect to play a tank. I know he's not really a tank player, but with Trundle bans and, providing a frontline for all the damage dealers you already have, feels like it could be really nice to pick like Ornn or even Sion.
A lot of the AP top laners are gone, right? Gwen, Rumble are gone for Fearless. Aurora's been picked.
Yeah.
They already have Yone mid and Varus AD carry. It's a heavy AD composition, so a tank top could have a ton of value.
Do it, Perfect.
The only thing is you would lack AD a bit yourself, but you do have that Zed already. So maybe if you're not as concerned.
Yeah. Assassin, Zed.
If your goal is just kill the squishies and have a super tank who can create space, could make sense, but I feel like that composition is definitely more kill backline, deal with the consequences, so maybe they don't really feel like they need a tank. We'll see. At least ban comes away towards Lehens. That was such a common second rotation ban. Nautilus does get banned.
Shen.
KT.
Shen actually just shield the Varus and you're like, whatever. And it's a Lehens favorite, but they're not going to ban it. And it's just Ambessa. So that's another tank buster. I mean, it really does feel like we're going to get something. And the Sion gets banned too.
I feel like that's a good read.
Just play Ornn. Or just counterpick. Alistar available, and
yeah, I mean,
why not play it?
I think the Alistar pickup is generally good, but playing Alistar Ziggs into Varus question mark can be a little risky.
Yeah.
A little dangerous
Varus
depending on the matchup. Camille comes through. That's something that provides that threat, could shred times. And it is going to be the Shen, to no real surprise.
Should have banned it.
So a lot of dive threat coming through. And it looks like they might just go the Yorick. Okay. This KT comp is getting a little bit wacky, little bit all over the place.
Is this the dip in the roller coaster? Are we going over the edge now?
Yeah, this is Well, see, Nongshim's comp's pretty straightforward, right? You have the long-range poke of the Varus, you have dive buddies, double melee solo lanes with the Sejuani, the Shen on top. It's so straightforward, so easy to play. KT's composition, you have this mid jungle who want to dive the squishy backliner. You have Ziggs who's trying to play the alley-oop. You have Alistair who's there, I guess. Yorick is not there though. He's side laning, but against the Camille might have a bad time. I mean, I guess with Maiden he's going to have a good time, but what if he gets ganked? Then he's going to have a bad time, but also well, he's not really going to help in team fights. But also, what if they just dive the Ziggs? And I feel like it's a little bit all over the place.
It definitely is a bit all over the place. I think that it's a very buff Kingen. It's been all over the place, but I don't know. Like, that's been KT all season, and it's been...
You want to say it, don't you? It's all over the place, but they picked Ziggs, and Ziggs is cool,
They
right?
picked Ziggs, and I like Ziggs, and the Ziggs Zed is fun. They should have banned Shen. They should have listened to the Vald analyst.
Yeah.
But it does very much make the Alistair have a much more fun time in the lane. Like, they could have absolutely tried to punish it, but instead they tried to get a little bit more safety for their Varus. And it's Lashen, so...
Also, playing Ziggs into Varus isn't actually that fun, because it's hard. It's easier for him to hit Qs than it is for you. He has got the right skin, though, so credit to him for that.
Well, he's got that going at least. Let's see what happens here in game number 2. Alrighty, game number 2.
I think
off we go.
And that's the thing, is that people feel like it's maybe a bit elitist to say there's a correct skin. Like, it's people's opinion. How can you say there's one object? Well, it's true for Ziggs. It is the pool party skin. The noises are great. The rubber ducky on the satchel when it makes the quack.
What if he uses the rubber ducky offensively, though?
That's bad, but at least it makes a funny noise, you know?
Yeah.
It's got a very satisfying bomb noise with the splash.
That's true.
A lot of people use, like, Arcanist Ziggs. I don't, you know, it's a nice skin, but I don't really like the noise, like the kind of, like, glassy sort of. It's just not good. Everyone knows funny skins are the best skins, right?
Yeah, like Corky.
Yes.
Correct skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, there are other cool Corky skins, but they're just inferior.
They're just inferior.
I'm sorry to say it. That's just, I don't make the rules. That's just how it is.
Yeah. There was a bit of a heated debate about the correct Rumble skin over at EWC.
Oh.
Super Galaxy seems to be the go-to for most people.
That's the default.
That's kind of the default skin. As Peter just going to headbutt here. But Atlas was very much in favor of Rumble in the jungle. Where do you lie on this one? What do you think?
Of course he is. I am of the opinion that you should definitely play Rumble in the jungle when you're playing Rumble in the jungle. I think that's the cultured approach.
That's a little bit confusing because if you're playing the skin, you're playing Rumble in the jungle.
No, but if you're playing in the role jungle...
Okay.
So, not Rumble last game was played in the top lane. But if you are playing Rumble...
They're diving the Ziggs, by the way. Ignite comes down and a flash away. That's first blood going to the Varus. It is traded back. And Duckdom has TP, but so does Gio, and there's a lot of... Meanwhile, we had a solo kill in mid, actually, which we totally missed during this dive.
Wait, BDD's nearly... I mean, BDD's nearly got combo. He can kill him.
All right.
2 more autos?
2 more autos. 1 more. Oh, yeah! Peter smacks him down.
Can't milk those! Wow, what a start. And we were talking about Rumble, which is important. But yeah, so the Alistair Ziggs level 1, pretty weak. And we see it suffer there into the Varus Shen to the point they dive. It's a 1-for-1 though. Ziggs has TP, not a huge hit. But the fact Peter also gets the solo kills to 2 for 1 overall. Pretty nice for KT. Yes, it's only gold onto Peter, but I think KT will take that. Now, King pretty low on HP. Actually, Perfect having a good time in the early levels in this matchup.
Yeah, Perfect kind of like snuck past him. I don't think he saw him. Well, he's going to see him now, so that's going to be good timing here for Gideon. Actually, the hook shot comes in, Perfect. In a bit of trouble, low health as King, and he's taking a lot of minion hits, but I just don't think it matters. Perfect doesn't have the damage at this point in time, but King a little bit low on the damage too. Taking a while, he's actually going to flash away, trying to get over to Cuz, but King gets the hook shot. Perfect, surprisingly tanky, and it's actually just going to be a trade of kills for the junglers, but Cuz on the Zed going to get one himself, and he's still fighting. Meanwhile, in mid, Calyx, no flash, and soon to be no health as down he goes. BDD takes him out. And meanwhile, Cuz was winning this trade.
The hard, despite being so low. I mean, this is a thing.
Double longsword.
Camille was winning, losing the match really, sorry, but has such good gank setup. That's something she has a big advantage, especially when paired with the Sejuani. But took so long to take Perfect down. Cuz gets there, able to find favor. We'll see the replay of the solo kill. And yeah, this is, you know, why Aurora's been prioed so hard. So much bully potential, especially for a melee champion. And here, Peter just finds an angle. That Hex Flash was unnecessary. He could have just walked. But still, regardless,
it's about Aura, Ox.
It is about Aura.
Wouldn't get it.
Yeah. Finds his way in, able to take out.
Good. Yen's good.
Good. And of course, saying Peter's name.
This is a phenomenal start to the game, honestly. And you know, the comp I said was a bit all over the place. Early leads can make any of those issues go away. And especially if they start to get the ball rolling, GU is going to feel so uncomfortable playing into a Fed Zed, a Fed Aurora, a Fed Ziggs. And it really...
We're going in here once again. I mean, it's double knock up into stun. But look at Duck Dom. He's going to land the satchel, but he's got a Zed nearby. Unfortunately, it's not really enough damage. Oh, Cuz going back in. And now maybe Lahen's in a little bit of trouble. Didn't expect the turnaround. Peter gets the kill, unfortunately, but still a big one for the side of KT. And Gideon can't do anything because G is so low on health. KT are just, they're still going up on the roller coaster.
Yeah, the patience are way out the front there because it's really effective. And he is so strong. The early passive damage from the Zed combined with the triple longsword, he actually just has so much damage when he gets in and gets some autos down.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Ult is down. Calyx going to take that electrocute proc as well.
This is a nightmare. That's a TP from Peter. Just in case Calyx was like, you know what? I'm having a bad time, but at least there's not Alistair in my lane.
Just allows him to keep the pressure up in a big way and get plates and stuff. The tempo is huge. As we'll take another look at the bottom lane fight.
Yep, so Peter goes in, finds that nice slam there. Dr. trying to play safe away, uses the satchel to buy time for Cuz to get in. And here Cuz is patient, waits to taunt out, gets the auto and Jiwoo, and then it's like, hey, we can just kill the Hens, it's got no cooldowns. They do a good amount of burst, and Gideon's toying with the idea of going in, but thinks, I don't have damage, I'm a Sejuani.
Yeah. He had to unleash the Giant's belt if he wanted to do some damage, but unfortunately...
Yeah.
Can't do that. Not this game. And yeah, I really like that BDD just immediately slammed the Aurora. He's like, okay, you want to play Yone into me? Go ahead. Solo kill into leaving the Ziggs alone, which is very easy to do. And roams from Peter, which is pretty common nowadays, just for the follow-up kill. BDD is a menace in this game. He's going to walk up, but no real follow-up. Because the Q also going to go wide. Bit of extra stun power comes in from Peter. There's the satchel, just to help out his buddy.
Yeah, did use his satchel before for poke, and then got taunted by Lahan as a result.
Yeah. Maybe
needs to be a little bit more conservative with that. Some good dodges, though. He's a little bit low on the mana department.
Yeah, and Gio has a ton, so... Can kind of walk up here, but...
Oh, gets the level up with Lost Chapter, though, so it should be fine. Will just clear the wave, has TP to get back if needed. Bit down in terms of farm, otherwise doing fine. And ideally, as with any Ziggs game, hopefully get some access to plates a little bit to get some gold. Cuz moving on the Grubs. Grubs with Ziggs, always a good time.
All right, little ult on into BDD. And BDD just going to drop his own, just in case.
Yeah, it was a bit of an expensive one. But make sure he is in a safe position. Doesn't want to give any kill opportunities over. And it is going to be triple grubs for KT. And with how much BDD's winning lane, with the fact you have a Yorick, with the fact you have a Ziggs, so good to get these triple grubs actually. You know, some games it's like, okay, we got triple grubs, whatever. This is a great triple grubs game.
It's really insane. I mean, the amount of damage they're going to do to turrets without the grubs is gigantic, so just a little extra bonus. And the ult and the pressure from Calyx not really helping out. It feels like Gideon's been kind of scrambling around the map trying to help every lane, which never feels good as a jungler. You know, like he got there late to the bottom play, like he was trying to gank top onto the Yorick. That kind of didn't work out because then Cuz got the kill, and you know, every lane is bleeding in a sense. I mean, the Varus is doing okay, but like they lost that one fight, so it's a bit rough for him. You know, it's not like even if he went mid, I don't even think they kill BDD with their current damage, but nice zoning here from the bottom lane of Nongshim at least.
Yeah, flash the flash there. I think Lehen's went for a tall flash and comes able to read it and get away. Ult was burnt, so I think I'm just ulted to clear the wave. That's one of the things with Ziggs, obviously very good at being able to play defensive when needed. Peter is moving up to cover. Ziggs still zoned away here.
Yeah. Sometimes you can solo a Ziggs. This is not one of those moments, although that is going to be the chains going down on the Duck Dom. It's just extra damage, and he's so low on mana that doesn't really have much presence in this lane. So Cuz says, well, that lane's kind of screwed. I'm just going to take the dragon instead and get all the objectives.
Yeah, Peter made a roam down bot just to try and help cover Perfect, and did end up costing a decent amount for his bot laner. Do you see him holding the wave here now? It looks like a swap's going to come in. Perfect's going to grab that. They're going to move the Ziggs down towards here. You get the dragon though, and I think KT pretty happy with the lead they have, with the objectives they're picking up. In a comfortable spot.
Yeah. Could get another Mountain Soul in this one, which would be crazy. That would be 4 in a row.
No, we want Infernal Soul, right? For science.
Yeah, I just want you to be a little bit focused here. Just make sure it's not Chemtech, because that is also a possibility.
I'll do my best.
Because I know you're watching the Ziggs very closely.
Oh.
Well, he has a satchel, and guess what? If you save it and use it defensively, you live.
Guys, how broken is Satchel, by the way? How broken is that ability?
Did you hear the rubber ducky, too? That was so cool.
It was so great. It's just such a powerful ability when you don't throw it to do like 60 damage to the enemy team. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm putting out. That's what I want to be appreciated. But great moves there, you know, to mitigate that. The fact that, like, this is how I think Shen should be played. Like, you commit to a play, you oh no.
Well, he doesn't seem to have his satchel back, but he's got a lot of friends, as Lens is trying to kill Duckdom by himself, but he's got Peter to help him out there. Kingen getting pretty low as well. Will he get his hook shot back in time is the question. Yeah, Cuz doesn't have cooldowns himself, so he's just going to get away. Another stun is going to get dodged, so it's just a bit of damage. A bit more from Cuz. It's just a lot of health traded here. He'd even love to do something. He's just sitting here with ult, flash, full health, but he's just a Sejuani again.
Yeah, but good moves there from KT to respond and be in position to counter that play. Lehen's hung around. Poke there onto Perfect. Once again, Jiwoo laning against KT's top laner. Not so much fun. Yeah, I think that's how Shen should be played. Like, you ult proactively to go for the active dive play.
Yeah.
But Lockdown played it well to disengage. And mid lane is just, it's never been fun for Calyx.
Just can't put out all the fires.
Yeah.
Nongshim don't have enough fire trucks. They don't have the ability to do it.
Yeah.
Peter could have, you know, hex flashed over the wall and cleansed for no reason, but instead he's just gonna back.
Yes, he could have done that. Thank you for pointing that out.
That was an option he had. He elected not to.
I wonder why.
It would have been cool. He's got a farm aura, you know.
Luden's picked up for the Ziggs. Big one-item spike. Obviously helps with the wave clear, which he doesn't need that much help with, but just the extra poke comes in. A lot of one-item spikes coming through at this point. across the board. Ghost Blade completely confused as well. The Andrew's picked up. Do you have Herald spawning about a minute 40, Dragon in a couple of minutes? We'll see what setups we have for this. Again, Nongshim have a lot of dive, a lot of threat in that regard, and a pretty cohesive 5v5. Whereas KT, they have this Yorick. You don't always want him to be in team fights, but it is into 4 melee champions, and he tends to do better into melee champions, so maybe some value. Maybe they will group him a little bit. But they have like the mid jungle who are this dive threat. They have the Ziggs they can throw on top.
Goodbye.
550 gold from that, so a big injection. Despite the fact that Jiwoo has a 35 CS lead, they're even in gold.
Can you get away from this one? That's not going to work out. Peter is trying to follow up here, but Kalish is going to take a bunch of damage. And Peter with no flash means that the follow-up is not quite there. This dive has been brewing for a little while. And here comes the Shen on top of it. He's going to try to drop the Ghoulie wall, but he's got 2 people on him. There's the permafrost into the ult, and down will go perfect.
Look how Dr. comes over and he's like, "Don't worry, I got you, bro." Just ults the way.
He's trying to catch up and farm. He's 39 behind.
No, I respect it. Don't get me wrong. It's just very funny. It's just very funny. Perfect's like, my backup has arrived. Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely have a team that is certainly focused on helping you out.
Yeah. Definitely
Sure.
not just eating your lunch while you're getting bullied. Hey, it keeps the tower alive for a bit longer. Yeah, not much you can do in this situation, especially with the flash to follow your flash. Just a little bit doomed.
Yeah. Good plays from Gideon. Finally is able to, it feels like, get a very important gank down. Had a kill from earlier, but that was kind of like the 1-for-1 trade.
Does look like that tower did go down anyway a little bit later, so again, stalled it out, got some farm for Samba, didn't keep it alive for long.
Not really sure about this play here. They're bringing the Yone down into bot lane and trying to push into Duckdom, who did also TP himself. Because also here, 2 people in the Ghoulie wall. That's an offensive satchel that comes in, but now an ult from the Zed on top of Lehens. He flashes away. It's enough to get him to safety. And the follow-up not quite there. Now the chains are going to come down as Duckdom is trying to do the damage at the top. So is Jiwoo.
4 seconds and Ziggs ult.
Look at BDD. BDD coming in from the left side. Peter, he's got his ult up, and there comes the Ziggs ult on top of Lehens, and the damage is there. They just have oodles and boodles of damage. And they finally do pick up the 2 of them. That's going to lead straight into the Ocean Drake as well.
The chase potential was there. You could tell Duckdown was pinging his ult, waiting for the timer. The cleanup comes in, and a second dragon going to be picked up for KT. Nongshim with the overextension there is punished swiftly by KT.
It was just so predictable. I mean,
Just like the mountain
so telegraphed.
again being predictable.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Tries to get the satchel back there. Unfortunately, doesn't get the angle for it. The ult comes out from Cuz, isn't able to finish off Lehens thanks to the taunt flash, but 2 members already low. You're not really in a position to fight. They ult the Yorick, but he's just so tanky and he heals off the Gromp as well. And then this chase down, like Aurora's coming down off the side. They're trying to turn to threaten to like, they don't actually want to turn in the fight, they're just trying to threaten KT away. But they just end up being caught out regardless. And now with a 4,000 gold lead to KT, they feel so comfortable. The mid matchup's been going super well. Jungle matchup's been going amazingly. Look at that CS lead that Cuz has here. It just feels like such a big mid jungle diff right now.
Yeah. Well, they're going to try to send it here on the Rift Herald. Duckdom is going to satchel once, but he's only got 1 of those. Now he's got his team to follow up, and there they go. Duckdom super low, though, as the taunt goes in onto Peter, and the front line is being peeled away at BDD super low as well. 2 kills go to Nongshim as Kingen over the wall. Might just die to the bot, though. Goes way too far. The rest of the team is doing the Rift Herald. Do stay back on the objective, and yes, they'll get it, but they're not going to get the eye. Well, actually, it looks like Kalish will just die for it. Might be able to pick up a kill, and he does, so at least trades the 1-for-1, gets the shutdown as well. Not bad for Nongshim.
Yeah, honestly, all things considered, Nongshim do okay in that one. They managed to get the eye. They do trade down in terms of kills, but considering the deficit they were in, Duckdom just a little bit overextended here. Does get a good satchel, creates some space, then is followed up on after his flash. Takes so much damage. The team has to do so much to keep him alive. It means Peter goes down, BDD goes down. There's that ensuing fight. Jiu is not really in position to follow up. Gideon is miles away. Kingen goes down. Not sure what he was going for there. And then able to clean up on the low health bars. This Zed so effective at just sliding in, executing targets. That satchel there, that was not okay, Dr.
Illegal.
Illegal.
And you could hear Ziggs as he was dying, just screaming, no, 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 no.
Just save it. He's dead. He's dead anyway. The only person you can kill is you. And if you put it between him and you, he just goes little ducky quacks and you're miles away.
Quack.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta play for the 100% play for sure. As now, trying to get in on to Cuz, as of course we're fighting, because why not? Ult comes in on a Peter, and he's going to be very tanky. Calyx not really able to stick around, but they have the numbers advantage due Nongshim. I say that though, as Mikhails comes down on a Peter, now BDD chunking him out a lot. There's the backwards satchel. As here comes the Camille, and guess who doesn't have TP? It's perfect. He's very behind the play. Trying to get on top of Peter probably, but I'm not sure if Kingen can just... Okay, he's just going to ult straight onto the Ziggs, but the damage from the VAR is just going to miss. There's a satchel, but it doesn't quite matter as they just have too many threats. Oh, Zed picks up 2, but the shutdown is there for Lahans. Meanwhile, BDD goes back in. He says, give me the 1v2 any day of the week. And Perfect's like, yeah, I'm Yorick, I push mid, and so does my maiden.
Wait, pushing 2 lanes at once! That's some multitasking right there. Perfect doing all the work, but Cuz and BDD in the fight. Monstrous performance from those two.
Being tough. Yeah, get him, Peter. And he just leaves.
Yeah, he's just supervising. This was a little bit chaotic.
Of course it was.
Yeah. Ult comes down early from Peter to stop the damage coming through. Does knock away Gideon. Ult comes out.
He's so much out of Peter.
Yeah. Ambitious satchel, I feel, from Dr. Am. And then we get this long play coming through. Kingen says, I'm going to kill Ziggs. Goes to the flash ult. Good interruption from Peter. Satchel cooldown is back up, and the timing is good to get some space, but he dies anyway. And then Cuz flies in, gets 2. BDD with the jump over into the follow-up for another. I feel like this mid-jungle just doing so much for KT this game. Both of them with humongous leads over their counterparts. This entire goal lead is just mid-jungle.
Yeah. It is, only. And there's some leads for Nongshim in the other lanes. But it doesn't really matter because Cuz and BDD are just so far ahead. It feels like old times, you know?
Look, real talk, right? Perfect's job is kill towers. Doctor's job, kill towers and poke. Peter's job, CC people. That is just all they're doing, right? And KT, the rest of them, Cuz and BDD, they're the ones actually killing people.
Yeah. So they're picking up a lot of gold. And, you know, there's a lot of threats for Nongshim where if they don't dive very deep, like onto the Ziggs, he's just going to shred your entire team, and it's going to be a big problem. So they have to go deep, and that just means that the cleanup power of Aurora and Zed is just going to eat you alive, as we saw in that last team fight. Meanwhile, Perfect is just doing the dragon.
Guys, do not start Atacam against this column. This is really bad.
Okay, well, he's going to TP on over. The Atacon has, in fact, been started. The flash on in, and Cuz, he's 100-0, but look at the damage that comes out from the Ziggs! Everybody is just burning down, and the Aurora as well. Ox, they started the Atacon against this comp.
Guys, yeah, even if your health doesn't get that low, it shreds your resistances.
You think they read the patch notes on that?
No. Yeah, so they just did 1 million damage. You gotta remember as well, this is a Bloodletters Aurora, and it's a Shadow Flame Ziggs, who also has a ton of pen.
Yeah.
And they just, that damage was insane. But, you know, I think anyone who's read the patch notes wasn't really surprised by that. Connacht was probably molding right now. Yeah, so they end up getting shredded a good amount. They then dive in. Ziggs pops the ult and does like 1 million damage. And then BD's just there for the cleanup. It was really well played by KT in fairness, but Nongshim, this was not a surprise.
Yeah.
I think they could have started it and gotten the TP out of Perfect, and that is the fine play. That was actually okay.
Yeah.
But you have to back away. Let the stacks drain off. And then even if like KT started, let KT build up the stacks on them. They don't have good tanks to tank it, and then you re-engage on them. You have great engage. It's fine for you to give them a bit of space. In the end, so they end up having a bit of club, and now KT pushing up. They will kill this tower extremely fast.
Yeah, tower's gone, and okay, saving it for now. Down will go the inhibitor as well. The autos from the Ziggs. Will the inhibitor go down? Okay. Yes, it will. Mountain Drake now is going to be started up by Cuz, which makes a lot more sense than just perfect. But that's just fine.
Yeah. Feels like it's a really rough spot for Nongshim right now. We are seeing 3-level lead for Cuz in the jungle. He is extremely strong on this set. A 70 CS lead? 80 CS lead, sorry. They don't have the numbers to say how much CS lead it is, so I have to do the math live. Yeah, a little tricky. They should do that as well. Just why do we have to work it out ourselves?
True.
Yeah.
At least they have the gold there between the players as well.
Yeah.
So that helps a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the minion diff, they don't have that.
They should do an item counter as well. So it says, okay, what's the item difference between...
Yeah, true. The amount of times casters have been like, oh, he's on about 2.5 items at this point. It's just like that hesitation because we have to do it ourselves.
Yeah, also real talk, some items are like, you know, some items look cooler than other items. You're like, oh yeah, this is like...
Like Magi Soul Stealer with 10 stacks on BDD?
Yeah, but that's like, okay, that looks like a full item, but it's like a cheap, it's really cheap. Like, okay, what BDD has right now, this is fake 4 items, okay? Because it costs as much as 3 items, but it's like got the power of like 4 items.
Yeah.
Because you have the active of the Zhonyas, which is what you really care about, and then you have a Medjai's with 10 stacks, so you get the movement speed. So like it kind of feels as good as having, it's not as good as 4 full items, I'm not going to say that, it isn't, right? But considering it costs as much gold as 3 items, it feels like it's like 4. That's why I said 4 fake 4 items. You know,
yeah.
It's kind of an OP spot to be in. This is the sort of spot you want to be in when you're like, this is the big fight to end the game. You know, maybe if you're like 1 dragon away from Soul. You know, maybe if there's like an open inhibitor in mid.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like 25 minutes into the game.
These
and
are some
Baron's
good
up.
examples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of these conditions when it's a great time to have this exact build. Oh, like right now.
Yeah, BDD, you know, historically has always been really good with item decisions.
Oh, no. Oh, that was, yeah. I thought Cuz would just ultimate and kill him, but no, apparently not.
Showing immense restraint.
Yeah, Docdown went the Void Staff a little bit. I mean, it makes sense, because again, they want strong items now. He doesn't have that much gold. Rabadon's very expensive, but I wanted to see the Rabadons. You know?
Cuz it's just hunting people down now. Like, they're just running around the jungle looking for people.
Oh, look at you!
Oh,
oh, he's so dead.
Yep, he is Omega dead. And down he goes, non-surprisingly, as Cuz, he's going to get out as well. Even gets McHale's by the Alistair, and Kingan's like, oh, my job was to target one person. We got a triple kill coming on in. Doesn't look like it'll be a penta, but it should be a quadra if they give it to him. And nope, it's going to go the way of Ducktom, who gets zoomed in on by Jonas Strong. And it's been a absolutely wild series, but I think, unfortunately, guys, it looks like it's going to come to an end now. 26 minutes, 27. Very fast second game here for KT. They don't even need the Baron. All they needed was this really cool composition with tons of damage. Peter going to stand still and Aura Farm right in his face. 2-0 here for KT tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the 3-0 in the road to MSI. The question was, would that remain the way it was going to be between these two teams? And the answer is yes.